Back again, fam. Hit that subscribe button for me. Go ahead and click it. Come on back to see me. I appreciate you, alright? Hit the like button. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. Hit the share button, fam, alright? Comment. Hit the cash app if you ever so kindly. I appreciate you. And there's another option under the video called Super Thanks. You can donate there as well if you choose. And like I always tell you, fam, 10 folds over, I do appreciate you. Let's jump into this rant. Ooh, I told you already. At this point, you got to be a believer. You see what I'm doing? It's unprecedented, all right? I told you I don't make believe, I make believers. Greetings, family. Welcome back. This is Drummer Boy 1980. I hope you had a good day today, family. If not, you know the old adage. Ask yourself why. And remember, happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. Huh? Family, I don't have a particular topic today. I just have an assortment, all right? The first thing that I want to talk about is the emasculation of these men. YG and Tyga. Talking about they cosplaying for the Kardashians. Family, how many times have we seen this? And people still haven't caught on yet? These people paying to denigrate themselves. And this is the catch whenever that you don't have anything. This is what happened to you right here. You have to put on a wig. You have to put on makeup. You have to switch genders. You can't say certain stuff because you don't own anything. See, we need to start owning some stuff for we can call hands. But it seems as though every time that you try to get a foothold of having your own and just trying to be a functioning organism by yourself without the interference of other outside forces, somebody always try to ramshack the situation or they always try to throw a monkey wrench in it. See, it need to be to the point, family, where our demographic have our own as well. Like everybody else have their own. And then if we choose to do business with everybody, that's fine. But the catch is you don't have a choice. Therefore, people can denigrate you. People can talk down on you. People can treat you any kind of way. People can literally do anything to you. Put a store in your neighborhood and there is nothing that you can do about it. And you will go support it. I wouldn't support it. And I'm just being real. For what? Because it's not adding value to the community. It's a net loss, not a net gain. And I stand by that, right? Dr. Frances Cress Welsing said it best. They gonna have them in dresses. She said it back in the 70s. And everybody shouted that woman down. They call her crazy. You can go look at the clips. Go Google Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She was on the Donahue show back in the late 80s, the early 90s. Oh man, people call that woman crazy. This woman spelled out the exact plot, the plan, because there's certain people that can see it. There's certain people that can see 10 miles down the road, and she was one of them. And you look across the television now, from Flip Wilson way back in the day, right? To Big Mama House, to Tyler Perry, to all of your greats, to Kevin Hart, to these rappers that's running around with dress, these entertainers running around with dress, and they have the nerve to talk about it's some form of expression. Yeah, we see what you expressing, all right? We see. I don't have to put on a tutu to express myself. I don't want to channel no inner woman or what have you. That's not my testimony, huh? I know people gonna get mad, but you do what you do, but just be upfront about it. Don't be trapped in the closet, R. Kelly. Don't be trapped in the closet. Just come out and say, well, yes, I like rump. I like big butts. Yeah, just come out and say it. And then we can know how to deal with you from that point moving forward, which I don't deal with celebrities and entertainers and rappers and all this stuff anyway. That's not my shtick. You heard me? So I'm not on that scene. You know what I mean? But I see how detrimental and vile it is to the children. They got these people reading to our kids in school. Nah, brother. Because every time you turn around, there's somebody getting caught up. And you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to get dinged in the algorithm, all right? But you know what I'm talking about. It's a mess out here. Sodom and Gomorrah. America can't hold up like this, guys. You are seeing the beginning of the end right now, happening in real time. Speaking of the end, did y'all hear about the Roe versus Wade? They have overturned it. Well, from the law inception, it was a lie to begin with.
Jane Roe's story was a terrible one. She said she had been gang-raped, gotten pregnant, was desperate to get an abortion. That's what everyone believed, as long as Jane Roe remained anonymous. When she went public, she told a different story.
You were raped while you were in Georgia?
No, I wasn't.
You were not?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, so all those stories that are in the books and so forth are not true?
Yes, sir. Yes.
They're not true.
Right.
And it turned out that lying wasn't the only embarrassment this darling of the pro-choice forces presented. In her personal treatise published last year, Norma McCorvey told the story of her somewhat sordid life.
Roe lied. She said that some men violated her. Some men of a dark persuasion violated her, but then she came back and said she lied. But the bill was passed already at that point, and guess who it hurt the most? Sisters, this doesn't have nothing to do with you. Doesn't have nothing to do with you. This is not your fight. You better know what's going on around you. That's why it's good to keep abreast of what's going on around you and what's transpiring, because a lot of people don't get it.
President Trump, on behalf of all the MAGA patriots in America, I want to thank you for the historic victory for white life in the Supreme Court yesterday.
Certain demographics' birth rate are at an all-time low, and they trying to save their birth rate. How is it every time that they try to kill off certain people, it always backfire? And they so adamant about trying to hurt people all the time. Sisters, let me ask you a question. Every time the government came to you, right? Was it a net positive? Was it a net gain? Or was it negative? Something that sent you packing and walking to a dead end. Something that sent you off the cliff. Something that sent you down the road of degradation. Case in point, they came to you with welfare. They said that you had to have the man out the house. See, they slipped the poison up in the pill. Jim Jones, don't drink the Kool-Aid. You took the bait. And look at how it turned out. They came to you in the 70s with the women liberation movement. How did that turn out? Free love, free sex. How did that turn out? Your STD shot through the roof. And you see how that turned out? They come to you with this vibe music in the 90s. Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and all these people. How did that turn out for you? They came to you in the early 2000s with the independent thing. Do you see the results now? How is that working out for you? They came to you with the Black Girl Magic thing. And you about to see how that unfolds as well. It's never anything that will add value to you. That's what we're trying to say. Shout out to TBA. Women love people that lie to them. Why do you love people that lie to your face? And you know they lying. Every time somebody come to you with something, whether it's a politician, whether it's a pulpit pimp, these bloody jaw preachers and pastors. Look at the internet, for example. Look at YouTube. It's one big ball of confusion and lies, and everybody have an opinion. Everybody have an ideology, but you haven't put nothing to the test yet, right? It's not good to follow some type of ideology without the proven concept, huh? Did you hear me? Because it don't work like that, all right? Make sure that whatever ideology you follow or whatever somebody tell you, make sure it's the truth. Make sure it's a proven concept. Don't just latch on to anything. You heard me? Because we want to see you win, but you can't win like this. That's why you need to stick with your man. Anytime the government came to you with something or somebody come to you with something, it's good to have somebody that's in your corner, that's for you. Because what they do, they try to play on your emotions, ladies. You heard me? They touch that soft spot with you. And they know how to play on your emotions because they study you. They have think tanks and all this good stuff. And it keeps you in a constant state of confusion. Confusion is used as a weapon. They can use you to mess up the next generation because the woman is the first teacher. All right? You heard me. Let me say that again. They can use you to decimate the next generation because the woman is the first teacher. Your role is very important, but they got you erasing children before they're even born. All these kids that have been erased. For what? If you chose to lay down without being violated, if you chose this, I do believe personally you should have the baby. If you don't want the baby, give him up for adoption then or something. But just because you made an error, an unforced one at that, may I add, an unforced error, you shouldn't be allowed to make somebody else accountable for your actions. And I stand by that. You lay your seafood platter behind down and you would enjoy the act, and now you get up and find out you pregnant, so you like, well, this child is gonna interfere with my life. Wouldn't a wise person say, well, maybe that I might need to protect myself? Wouldn't that just be the smart thing to do? Because spilling innocent blood is not good. I'm a Christian guy, right? I'm a believer in the Bible, not the slave master teaching way. I can look in the Bible talk about braiding of hair. Now come on now, braiding of hair, that's a context clue. The wearing of gold and all this stuff, come on y'all. Don't be so easily fooled and bamboozled and hoodwinked. So I do believe that spilling innocent blood has a great cost to it. And that's probably why America is in dire straits right now. Because everything will have to go down because they haven't did right by the people here. They have robbed, pillaged, lied, cheated, and continue to do the same thing, but just in an updated version. And now they crying foul. See, the crazy thing is, whenever that you allow evil to just fester and just run amok on people, evil will turn on itself. Remember that. That's why you see the mass shootings all around the place. You allow people to kill unarmed, innocent citizens with no guns, no anything, and you make a trial out of that. That should be an open and closed case. And people know this, but people act dumb conveniently, right? Ladies, just be mindful, all right? Roe versus Wade has nothing to do with you. Don't spill your child innocent blood. We as a society has tried to assimilate into a sicker society. These people are sick and you partake in it. And you're going to get the same punishment as them for trying to acquiesce into their society. Yes, you have to live amongst them, but you don't have to put your hand to certain things. Certain things are just repugnant and vile. No. But I'm going to land my plane right there, guys. Until next time, peace.